Amas to be sworn in. Amas, yeah.
Vehicle Armas.
So you swear that the evidence will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth? And if so, please raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Say, where are you currently employed?
I'm employed by the Department of Correctional Service. Namibian Correctional Service.
If you see these issues here, it's a recorder. It records you because this is a court of record. If you can just move forward, that mic there is for the broadcasters, but yeah.
Okay.
Just speak loud enough so that they can pick you up.
Okay, I'm employed by the Namibian Correctional Service.
And where are you stationed?
Vendo Correctional Facility.
And how long have you been employed by the correctional services?
Over 27 years now.
27 years?
Yes.
And what is your current rank?
Deputy Commissioner, the officer in charge of Vendo Correctional Facility.
And how long have you been in charge of the Windhoek Correctional Facility?
Since the 1st of July 2021.
And what are your general duties as the officer in charge?
Yeah, to ensure that policies and directives adhered to, and ensure that the treatment of inmates and offenders they are treated according to the prescribed policies, and also, yeah.
Do you have any policies in relation to the use of cell phones by offenders or trial-awaiting inmates?
Yes, there is some policies that prohibit the use of communication devices by inmates or offenders. Yeah, inmates.
Do you know the 6 applicants before court?
Yes.
How do you know them?
They are inmates at my correctional facility, Vendo Correctional Facility.
Now, insofar as the 6 applicants are concerned, are they aware of the rules and the policies applicable at the Windhoek Correctional Facilities?
Yes.
Okay.
They are aware.
And are they aware of the rules and policies in respect of the use of cell phones or possession of cell phones?
Yes.
Why do you say they are aware?
Because I would even refer to the incident that happened Saturday morning that we had a security operation.
Which Saturday?
This last Saturday, the 27th.
Oh, 2 days ago. Oh, just about 2 days ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there we had a security operation. We visited also other units, and their unit was also one of them, where we just conducted the general search. And the communication that we had with them that, we don't have cell phones, we don't keep cell phones. We know what the law says, and we don't, even if you search, you will not find any in our possession. It's because they know that they are not supposed to have cell phones in their possessions.
Is that in respect of all 6 applicants?
I think I communicated to, not all, but I think I was having a conversation with James and Watelulo, to be specific.
James and Watelulo?
Yeah, to be specific.
Oh, okay.
And Saki.
Okay, just speak up, please, for the record. Who's the last person?
Saki Shangala.
Oh, okay. Now, insofar as you are aware, have they been obeying the rules and regulations with regard to the possession or use of cell phones in custody, the 6 applicants?
I would say yes and no, because we do have incidents where, to be specific, I want to be corrected, because should I refer them by their names, or should I refer them by applicant number 1 or 2?
We can be directed by the court, but Your Lordship, I believe it would be easier if he just refers to them by name. But we stand to be directed by the court.
The tradition is to refer. Okay, Mr. Shangala is applicant number 1. Am I correct? Okay. Maybe counsel can help me who's applicant 1, 2. Otherwise, I'll mix up. And take a small paper you can jot down who's applicant 1. There are 6 applicants.
I think I'll be able to refer to them correctly if they are seated in the correct order.
They should be. Who is?
All right, let's make it easy. Refer to them by their names.
Okay. Thank you, my lord.
All right.
What was the question again?
Have they been complying with the rules and regulations, policies with regard to the possession or use of cell phones?
Oh, I said yes and no. We had incident in our records where Saki Shankala was found with a cell phone. That was last year. And then the same with James. And the rest, I do not have any record with me which indicate that they were found with cell phones in their possessions.
And Mr. Watelulo?
Mr. Watelulo, I will speak under correction now, but I've read it through the incident report that is circulated throughout all the correctional facilities. By that time, I think there was also an incident where he was found with the what that I read in the incident report, but I did not see any record as when I took over from the facility. But there was an incident that I've read through the official incident report circulated around by the department to all correctional facilities. By that time, I was in Oluno.
Okay. And you said in that incident report is indicated he was found with what?
With a cell phone.
Okay. How many times have either of the applicants been found with cell phones?
Saki Shankala was found with once, and James, I think that twice, and Materuro once.
All right. I just want to find out from you, insofar as consultations are concerned with legal practitioner witnesses, what is their position at the facility?
We have granted them access to their clients on a regular basis when they turn up for consultation. They are usually given a consultation room where they are consulting with their clients. Every time they need to consult, they communicate to us, and then when they show up, they are normally led to the consultation room.
Are there particular time periods which are set for consultations?
Yeah, it should be between working hours, 8 to 5, but I have also communicated to them that if there is a need that they need to consult beyond working hours, I should be informed in advance so that we can make prior arrangements for them to be able to consult afterwards.
And have you received any complaints from the applicants or their legal practitioners with regard to consultations?
I remember there was an incident somewhere last year toward the end of the year where the two legal practitioners came to consult. That was with Saki, James, and Pius Materuro, and they wanted to consult till past 1600 hours. There was no arrangement made with my office, so my officers came to report to me that no, there is lawyers that are currently consulting with the three clients, their clients, but it's now time to lock up. We need to lock the inmates up, but their lawyers are still consulting. So I directed my officers to inform them to come to my office. So they came to my office, and I had a conversation with them where we spoke about, I informed actually that if you need to consult till after hours, at least just inform me. Let us make arrangements. And if I can also recall very well, I was also in this very court called into with regard the consultations, and I've said we do not have problems with consultations. If arrangements are made, prior arrangements are made, we can always allow them to consult till after hours. And that arrangement is still in place, and since that time I have never received any complaint with regard to the consultation.
Oh, okay. All right. At the correctional facility, what measures are in place insofar as the medical needs of the occupants are concerned?
The facility has a subdivision of healthcare services, which is headed by a medical doctor, and under him there are 3 registered nurses and 3 enrolled nurses. These are all available for the well-being or healthcare services for inmates at our facility. And there's a clinic inside the facility where if inmate report that they're not feeling well, usually they're referred to the clinic to be seen by the doctor. And they also have intervals or schedules that they're visiting the unit. To be specific, the applicant's unit where they are housed, it's visited on every Thursday. So there's a nurse going there, but that's not limiting them to visit the clinic if there's emergencies.
All right. And if there are some specialized medical services that are required, what procedures are in place?
They are referred to the outside institutions, say Central or Katutura State Hospital. Or if they want to, they can also make their own arrangement with their private doctors. And then normally they are booked out by the members of the Namibian police force and escorted to their doctors. But if it's offenders, we do the escorting as correctional officers.
Okay. These arrangements with private doctors, can they be admitted in private hospitals?
Yes.
Insofar as the applicants are concerned, have you received complaints with regard to their health?
No, I have not.
Have they communicated with you with regard to the need for any special diets?
A special diet, yes, but we actually do not. We have a dietary menu that is designed or drawn up by a dietitian. That is the menu that we normally serve to or issue to our inmates. It's a dietary menu that was issued, if I remember, 2019.
Okay. It is alleged by the applicants, in particular Mr. Shangala, that he suffers from hypertension, which requires him to take prescription daily.
Sorry, I'm not getting you.
Mr. Shangala,
yes,
has indicated that he suffers from hypertension, which requires him to take prescription medication daily. He also alleges that he suffers from asthma and sleep apnea, which requires the use of a CPAP machine. Now, I want you to comment on this allegation where he says that the clinic is not well equipped and obtaining permission from the ACC, who are quite hostile to me, has not been easy. What is your comment on the assertion that the clinic is not well equipped in relation to his illnesses, hypertension, asthma, and sleep apnea?
With regard to the tablets that he takes on a daily basis, the clinic has such type of tablets available, because we do have offenders or inmates that have got the same sicknesses as him, and they are normally issued with such tablets. And if the clinic does not have, we normally go and get from the outside hospitals. And with regard to the CPAP, yes, I will confess, the facility clinic doesn't have such a machine available, but if there is anything that could be done, maybe arrangement could be done, but we don't have the machine indeed, yes.
Now, in cases where, have you been requested by the applicant for these machines?
I do not have any recollection of that. Unless maybe it was done before me, but since I took over, I have not made such a request yet.
Okay. If there are medical instruments which are needed for a person in your care, which you do not have in your position, what procedures are in place there?
Request, if it's received, it's normally referred to our medical doctors, and then they will advise us accordingly. They will advise me accordingly. If arrangement is needed that it's a life-threatening illness and such inmate cannot live without, it's obvious we will have make arrangements for such machine to be availed. If not, then the person will be advised accordingly.
Oh, okay. You spoke about a special menu. This menu that you are referring to, who prepared that menu?
Prepare in terms of cooking?
The list.
Or the list.
The
It's
food,
a
yes.
dietitian, Miss Jeffrey, the Windhoek Central Hospital.
You said it's a what?
A dietitian.
Dietitian, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I just want you to have a look at a particular document.
Okay, sorry. Just take that for the court now. Give this bundle to him and that take for the court with this. Yeah, for the court.
Yes, I do have the name.
Okay. That menu is dated when?
13 September 2019.
And the details on it?
Come again? I'm not getting it.
The details on it.
Or the details on it. There is a letter on it addressed to Commissioner Retired T.P. Kamati, Executive Director, Ministry of Safety and Security. Attention, DCG Hangulati. Subject, review of the dietary menu, ration scale for offenders in the Namibian Correctional Service, NCS. As per your request on 24/05/2019, please see the revised menu, ration scale for the following disease states: HIV, TB, oncology inmates, dash higher protein menu, diabetes, mellitus, hypertension, hypercholesterolemia inmates, dash non-communicable disease menu, allergy inmates, dash allergy menu, gastric, gastroesophageal reflux inmates, dash gastro menu, kidney disease, renal menu, other inmates, normal menu. Given that newly revised ration scale makes provision for a wide range of disease states, I hereby request that no inmate is referred to the National or Nutritional Nutrition and Dietetics Department without prior arrangements and consultation with a dietitian. Yours sincerely, signed Marie-Louise Jeffrey, Senior Dietitian, Windhoek Central Hospital. Then it dated 13/09/2019.
Okay. And the food depicted in this menu, is it readily available?
Yes, it is readily available.
Okay.
Only some occasions where we maybe have veggies not available, fresh vegetables not available, but most of the items are available. And as we speak now, all items are, we do have all items in stock.
Okay. Now, insofar as the ailments complained of by the applicants, are these covered by your menu, such as hypertension?
Yeah, this is a special menu that covers, take care of most of the illnesses that our inmates are having. And it's so that if an inmate is having a special condition, he's moved from the normal menu to a menu that fits his medical condition.
Okay, and in this particular document, is that menu depicted in it for hypertension?
Yes, it is. We do have a menu for hypertension.
Okay,
Inmate.
On which page is it?
Sorry, the menu does not have any pages, but I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Starting at page 9. Sorry, page 10.
And what is the heading of that page?
Ration scale, diabetic, hypertension, and hypercholesterolemia.
Okay. And the food that is prescribed, until which page is it?
That's now 10, and then it runs up to 11, 12, up to page 13.
All right.
So it has days from Sunday to Saturday.
Okay. Perhaps just take us through one day. I just want to get an impression of what is the food that is prescribed just on Sunday.
On Sunday? Okay. Item. And on the far right, we do have a column for inmates, men and women. And then, the date is Sunday. The food items that are on the menu for Sunday is maize. It's either maize meal / mahango / wheat flour porridge. For men, it's a 230 gram a day, and for women, it's a 200 gram. And sump and dried beans mixed with green peas, belly, lentils, and herbs. No salt. For men, they should be issued with served with 120 grams, and women 120 grams. And brown bread, 210 grams for men, and for women 210 grams too. And soup powder, low salt, 20 grams, and 20 for men and 20 grams for women. Red meat, no salt or oil, 90 grams for men and 90 grams for women. And tea, 4 grams for men and 4 grams for women. Milk powder, 15 grams for men, and then 15 grams for women. Margarine, 20 grams for men, for both men and women. Sugar, 20 grams for both men and women. Fresh fruit, 150 grams, and 150 grams for women, men and women too. And then fresh vegetables, 240 grams.
All right. Your Lordship, there's a request for the dietary menu to be submitted as an exhibit.
Exhibit HH.
As you please the court. All right. Insofar as the applicants are concerned, should they not wish to eat the food that is provided by the correctional services, are they allowed to procure their own food?
Yes, they are allowed to procure their own food. A supplement to their diet.
Okay. Do you know if they've been doing so in this particular case?
Yes, I'm aware. They are doing so.
Are the records kept for the food that they buy?
Yes.
Do you have those with you?
Yes.
Okay. Your Lordship, will just refer to the other bundle of documents that was also provided to the court. All right. What is the first one that you have there? What is the title of the document? And then you can just briefly take us through the
Window Correctional Facility Commissary Shop invoice. So what actually happened is that maybe I should also brought it under the attention of the court that you might find that some names of the applicants are not depicted on the forms because they are buying in groups. Where you find that Pius Materulos buying together with James and Saki Shankara. And then Mike Nipunya is sometimes buying with Mwapopi and Chudifonya. So it just depends on who is buying on that particular day, if it's that month or that day, because they normally buy on every Thursday of the week. They're putting in their orders for purchase every Thursday. And so if it is, as I said, they normally buy in a group. It could be Pius who's going to buy for that month, or James to buy for that month, for that day, or it could be Mwapopi who's buying. And then that form will only have one name, but the food items procured is for all of them.
Oh, okay. And relatives allowed to bring them food?
It was like that until we received the directive that prohibit the receiving of items from outside. That includes food items and any other article. They used to receive food from their relatives on a daily, during the visit. But then since they are not sentenced, the management took a decision to say, because they are no longer receiving food from outside, and the directive that we received also specified or make specific directive that we should advise inmates and offenders to have their families depositing money into their accounts for them to be able to procure food items and other necessity from the commissary shop. So as a result, we stopped the coming in of the food items, and then we allow them to buy from the commissary shop.
No, okay. Your Lordship, I see it's 1 o'clock. Perhaps it would be appropriate to adjourn.
Right. We'll take a lunch break until 2:15. You are under oath, Mr.
Armas.
Mr.
Armas.
Is that
Armas.
Is that not the name?
That's the surname.
The surname?
Veiko. The surname is Armas. The name is Veiko.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Armas. All right, we'll be back at 2:15.
Thank you, Madam.
Rise.